Yeah, morning, girls. Hope you're traveling well. I thought I'd throw in a quick YouTube on the Schlieffen Plan, which is your unit, your week three rather unit and piece of research. And I'm sorry, I've only just pasted the information in now, and we're in class. Anyway, the Schlieffen Plan was named after, and all of your details you can find in Britannica, which I've pasted into your OneNote Teams, into your class notebook now for the task. You can find all the information further and beyond this, written by a much more intelligent person than me, in your handout there on Teams. Anyway, but in layman's quick speak, the Schlieffen Plan, I thought I'd explain to you very briefly about this. It's really the German plan to invade France and take them by surprise, take the French by surprise, because the Germans thought, look, if we can wipe out the French army really fast, then we'll win the war within a couple of months. So in 1914, the Germans put this plan into attack. Now they attacked France by invading through Belgium. Now you need to look at the map that I've put into your class notebook, and you can see how this map makes it very, very hard for the French to actually stop the Germans, because in theory, in the rules of war, if one country invades another country, you do it directly, right? You just cross the border. So this is nasty, sort of cheating, sneaky, snidey warfare by the Germans to go through another country which was neutral. Belgium wasn't on any side. That wasn't in the Triple Alliance. It wasn't in the Triple Entente. They were not looking for a war. They were just getting on with their own business. The Belgians, which is really eating chips, French fries, which were invented in Belgium, and getting on with life. So they were very, very surprised when the German army starts marching through. And the German army says, look, you either let us go through and we'll not hurt, we'll not lift a finger, we'll not hurt a hair on your head, or you resist, and then we'll kill you. So in the Schlieffen Plan, the Germans calculated on the Belgians just saying to them, yeah, go ahead. But in reality, the Belgians actually said, no, you're not going to go through our country. You're not going to walk all over us. We know you're big and you're strong and you've got lots of weapons, and we know that we're only Belgium. But the Belgians actually stood up for themselves, and they delayed the German attack. So the German attack to take France was kind of failed before it began because of what the Belgians did. And then what you found is that there was a tumbling into the war, that the British said, oh, do you know what? Because Germany has invaded a small country like Belgium, that's not very fair. We should go and help Belgium. And all the British people said, brilliant, bravo, good-o, let's go and help Belgium. And that was an excuse for the British government to get involved in the war, and the British soldiers to go across to fight into Europe on the side of the French, but now also on the side of the Belgians. The reality we'll talk about when you come back to class, because it's a little bit of an easy excuse for me to simply say, oh yeah, the British were fighting for Belgium. They had their own reasons as well, but Belgium was a pretty good excuse, because sometimes countries just look for an excuse to go to war. It suits them, and to use the excuse to the British people, and the British are famous obviously for tea and crumpets and playing cricket fairly, and then when a country doesn't play fairly and doesn't stick to the rules, the British go, all hoity-toity, say, you can't do that, no. And that's how the British reacted, and that's why the British queued up to have a fight with Germany. And the British government is there kind of rubbing their hands thinking, yes, we've kind of conned the British people into wanting a war with Germany. So it suited the government to use Belgium as an excuse. So back to that Schlieffen Plan, the plan to defeat France really quick fails because Belgium did something about it. Britain then helped Belgium, and the Germans pretty much got stuck in that bit of northern Europe between northern France and northern Belgium, and they couldn't capture Paris. And the target to capture any country is capture the capital city. So if Germany had succeeded in capturing Paris, then France probably would have fallen and the war would have ended quickly. But they didn't even get out of Belgium. It was that bad, the start of the war. So the Schlieffen Plan, great on a piece of paper, great on a map, but in reality, what a disaster. So that is pretty much what your document tells you. And when you have a read of your document, it's got more military speak than I've just explained. But the general idea is that the plan didn't work for the reasons that I've outlined. All right, see you later.